As the COVID-19 pandemic rages on, Africa is striving to bounce back economically.
And momentum towards an inclusive and sustainable recovery thwarted by inequalities in access to COVID-19 vaccines and access to finance. In fact, we had the health pandemic hit Africa, but even worse was the socioeconomic impact. Ongoing conflicts and insecurity are also serious obstacles. And now, just when we thought we had an opportunity to begin to recover better, the conflict in Ukraine is further destabilizing and exacerbating the global economy that means to recover well.
Rwanda President Paul Kagame argues that Africa has started making steady progress in managing the pandemic and must keep the pace.
And last year, Africa and CDC brought together key stakeholders in the partnership for African vaccines manufacturing. This initiative laid the groundwork for BioNTech's commitment to produce mRNA vaccines end-to-end in Ghana, Senegal, and Rwanda, starting later this year.
Experts on economy say Africa's recovery also lies in countries here trading more with each other. The UN says during the pandemic period, despite straining financially to contain COVID-19, African countries were resilient and none was declared as insolvent or unable to meet its international debt obligations. The UN believes the pandemic forced countries to become creative.
One of the reasons that has not happened is Africa came together. And in the 2 years of COVID-19, Africa has traded more with itself than it has in the 5 years before COVID-19. Essentially because Africa had to rely on itself to begin to trade PPEs. Everybody became an SME PPE producer. The Nigerians were trading across West Africa, the Kenyans were trading across East Africa, the South Africans were taking care of the Southern African market, and the Moroccans and the Egyptians were taking over the North African market. That was Africa at its best.
Songwe says ACFTA will unlock vast business potential fast.
The Economic Commission for Africa just finished a study that showed that actually for us to leave the dream of the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, we need about 2.2 million trucks running on our streets, going from Cape to Cairo, going from Dakar to Djibouti. 2.2 million trucks. If 2 drivers a truck, that's 4 million jobs we will create with the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. But then we also need to produce the trucks. In Rwanda, we produce cars, Mr. President, we can produce the trucks.
The Kigali Forum has also challenged individual African countries to increase domestic financing for health in order to strengthen their readiness to deal with any other health shock that may hit the continent. Coletta Wanjohi for CGTN in Kigali, Rwanda.